Special thanks again to Ryan for joining us in the first part of our episode, talking about the card and the matches that encompass WrestleMania 30. Right now I want to bring in another special guest of ours. Ed, why don't you come on in here, man? Ed's going to help us talk about all of the side events that happened during the course of the weekend, and we may even talk about a little Monday Night Raw that happened the night after, which was absolutely wonderful and spectacular. Ed, welcome back to the Sports Report. Good to see you.
Great to be here.
A little energetic there, aren't we, this morning?
What?
Yeah. So, talk about some of the events that led up to WrestleMania 30 and some of the events that you liked the most leading into the event itself.
Well, the weekend started off Thursday, and they had Access kick off. You had the JR show. JR show was a little lackluster at first, and then he brought out Stone Cold. They really livened the place up. Beer was dropping everywhere, being smashed together. So Friday, I went and did Access with the cameraman, Ryan. Again. We met our favorite wrestler of all time, Dean Ambrose. Great guy, too. I mean, great autograph. Impeccable.
What was it, like a DA or something
Yes.
like that? It was great.
Yeah, I thought I'm district attorney at first.
Oh, really? Hey, it could have meant it just wasn't New Orleans District Attorney Leon Canizero.
No, I was hoping for, what's the guy's name?
Harry Connick?
No, Jack McCoy.
Anyway, one event that I enjoyed the most that I got to spend with you and another buddy of ours was the WrestleMania pub crawl. We want to give a special shout out to the people that put on the WrestleMania bar crawl. You can follow them on Twitter at Mania Crawl. 4 bars in 5 hours leading into WrestleMania 30 all down Bourbon Street.
What's the fourth?
That was
Pados. We went to Pados. Started the day off on it was 11 o'clock Pados. Of course, I was at John Lafitte's at 9 o'clock waiting on Mr. Wonderful here to show up. And then we went to Spirits.
Went to Spirits, and then we went
to Razoo's.
Then we went to the beach.
Went to the beach too?
Yeah.
I must have been too far gone.
No, I was pretty.
To the beach or was Razoo's?
We went to the beach after Razoo's, and then we went to the Dome.
Ah, all right.
But those people were great. We met people from all over the country and all over the world.
This man was the star of the pub crawl. He was a true penguin.
I got over, right?
Oh, you were over.
Is that the term that y'all were telling me?
That was your own term.
It was a great time to pregame with a lot of wrestling fans. Wrestling fans really took over Bourbon Street. Not just Sunday, but the entire weekend. It was great to see the city showcased in that way.
I mean, like I said, me and Ryan were out on Friday night after our Access. We walked Bourbon. We saw Heath Slater and Hard Rock Cafe of all places.
3-man band.
He was a 1-man band. He has a girlfriend.
Ah.
So Ryan wanted to hit on her. I told her no. Told him no. Which is not the time and place. I mean, but we walked up and down Bourbon, and yes, chance, we the people all the time going on. I went back on Bourbon after Mania. It was just as crazy and hectic. When me and Patrick were leaving at 2 or 3 a.m., whatever it was, they had American fans and Britain fans doing chant wars against each other, which was hysterical.
And that must have been awesome. I'm sorry I missed that. Let's talk about Saturday for a little bit. You and I and Brian, who's not with us today, we did a little bit of WrestleCon, and we went to go check out some Ring of Honor at the Ilario Center in West Wego, and then we did the Hall of Fame right here in the Smoothie King Center.
Yeah, it was a jam-packed day for us. Started off at WrestleCon. Thankfully, we didn't buy our tickets beforehand. Otherwise, we would have never gotten
It'd
in.
have taken us about 4 hours just to get into WrestleCon, and we would have missed the Ring of Honor show.
Well, we still would have been, probably still be in line.
Probably so.
I mean, we just walked right up and just bought tickets, and it was a shame that I was able to do that, and all these people had pre-bought tickets. I have like Ticketmaster where you just get your ticket and you print it online. It shouldn't be that hard to me, but. And then Ring of Honor was great. We saw, was it 3 tapings?
Three different tapings of Ring of Honor. Really good wrestling. A technical wrestling.
We saw 2 local stars in Buku Dao and Wildcat Sports owner and promoter Luke Hawks.
Saw a couple of former big-time wrestling stars, and Matt Hardy and Jay Lethal.
And Maria.
And Maria. Let's not forget Maria.
And her
That's
ass.
Nice photographs of some body parts that will stay off of my website. Actually, you can put it on yours. I mean, that's just
Sweet.
your Facebook page.
Oh, we already know.
Oh,
Should look harder.
should. But let's talk about the Hall of Fame a little bit.
Hall of Fame is, I mean, found out Mr. T really loves his mother.
71 times. Ultimate Warrior with a fantastic speech. Went a little long, but well deserved.
Lita had a great speech. He finished it off nicely, don't you think there, Paul?
I believe so. He thanked everybody for all of his...
What was his last words? Were you there?
I had to skip out early. But to me, to see Jake the Snake Roberts and Scott Hall...
I thought Lita was great, too. She had a good speech.
No, but for me, the condition that Jake Roberts and Scott Hall were in just mere months ago, and to see them now, incredible transformation thanks in part to Diamond Dallas Page, who was also at the Hall of Fame. Inducted Jake Roberts. And then Monday Night Raw in the Smoothie King Center.
Yeah.
Incredible 3-hour show.
Oh, probably
the night after WrestleMania.
Raw I've ever seen. It was jam-packed. Everything meant something, which is great. You don't really see that as often as you like. Yeah, I mean, you guys started the day off earlier than I did, because my dumb ass went to work on Monday.
Not a good idea?
Oh, I was already up, so why not?
Oh, why not? Well, we started at Walk-Ons, got a little bite to eat, listened to the Busted Open show. I want to bring Ryan back in. Ryan, final thoughts here about WrestleMania weekend and all the events, some of your favorite things. What are you going to be able to take away from it?
See, one of my favorite things was WrestleCon. That was a lot of fun. The layout could have been better.
Cameras over there.
Access was a lot of fun. Got some interviews with the media pass and all that, so that was a lot of fun.
Where are those interviews, by the way? Where can one find those interviews?
So you have to upload them.
Okay, I might have to use some of that stuff from you, and I'll give you credit for it, courtesy of Ryan Kennedy. Ed, final thoughts about WrestleMania weekend?
Thursday on to Monday, which is a great 5-day period. The whole city was just overtaken by wrestling fans. You almost say the city was abducted in place as the wrestling mecca of the world for the weekend, and it was great.
All of the eyes of the wrestling world were on New Orleans for those 5 days. Our city was showcased. WWE officials said it was a success. They brought in a top 5 crowd of all time in this building behind us in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, 75,000 plus, and as Gorilla Monsoon would say, it was a happening.
And we could get WrestleMania 35.
And if WrestleMania 35 is here, I think we should do more and do more chronicling of...
I've already done this once with you guys. I'm finding a new crew to do it with.
You find a new crew to do it with. We want you along 5 years from now.
I'm finding that Australia crew again.
Hey, that Australia crew was fun to fun to hang around with.
Yeah, BK didn't want to leave. He wanted to marry that.
Go back to Sydney with them. And for me, my final thoughts about the weekend was it was incredible. I hope they come back. It looks like they may come back, but anytime WWE is in town, in the city, they're running either the Smoothie King Center or another couple of facilities around the city, and they get a good crowd all the time. Very popular city to bring professional wrestling. It was in the past and still is now. For all of us here at the Sports Report, special thanks to Ryan and Ed for joining us today. And until next time, we'll see you later. Run!